appreciate it. Thank you so much. I hope you are amazing today. And thank you for tuning in to the Dream Big Show. Yes, listen, I have some amazing guests to share with you today. Miss Nakia White Barr is here. Yes, Mr. Reggie Hallett is here with us today. And comedian Chris Clark is in the building today. Yes, it's going to be a great show, so stay tuned, and we'll be right back after this message. And welcome back to the Dream Big Show. Yes. It's going to be a great show today, but before we get started, I have a few things I want to talk to you about today. Is that okay? Yeah. Okay, listen, let's talk about social media. Okay, social media is such a powerful tool, don't you agree? Yes. I mean, if you have a business, you can promote it to the world. If you have something you want to say or get off your chest, you can get people to agree with you even if you sound foolish. Social media, it really is a gift and a curse for some people. Yeah. Listen, I saw a post on Facebook and it simply said, "I'm so tired of people, I'm going to bed." Hashtag good night. Listen, somebody commented, "People make me tired too, you know. I'm tired to even care." Somebody commented, "Oh, holy night." I mean, listen, I'm just saying, you can definitely capture an audience on social media and get a response via any post you put on Facebook. Yeah. Listen, have you ever seen someone post a picture and immediately you thought to yourself, "That's a mess." But the comments were like, "Girl, you look amazing." "That dress is fire." Like, it's not. But guess what? If they need that social boost, yeah, guess what? Post it. But then, you know, on the other hand, you have people that say, "I don't do social media," but they know more about what's going on than anybody else. You know anybody like that? But listen, you gotta love social media. It's just the way of the world now. So listen, social media is all good, right? Don't you agree? Exactly. Listen, how about those Buffs? Yeah, the Colorado football team. I mean, Coach Deion Sanders, you gotta love him. He's such a great galvanizer of people. Yes. I mean, what other college football coach do you know can actually get Oprah Winfrey, Kim Kardashian, and Donald Trump to watch a Saturday night football game at the same time? I mean, that's pretty amazing. Check out this video of Coach Deion.
Crowd, first of all, I cannot get over this crowd.
This is unbelievable. Look at this. Look at this. They are unbelievable. Inclement weather, they don't care. Thank you, Rick George. I love you, man. Thank you for this opportunity. It's truly a blessing. This is unbelievable.
You are not hard to find, that's for sure.
That's what the shirt says. This was a season of hope. We instilled hope not only in our fan base, but in college football alike. But next year is a season of expectation. So right now we are recruiting our butts off. I'm recruiting as I speak.
Let's give it up for Coach Deion. Listen, Coach Deion is really a people magnet. You know, I love Coach Deion also because he's not afraid to confess that he's a Christian and that he loves God. I mean, I love that. They asked Coach Deion about their 4-8 record after the season was over, and his response was simply, "God is still good." Right. But I bet he is, Coach Deion, because you still got those checks. I'm just saying, 4-8 season, no problem, it's all good. Go Buffs. God bless you, Coach Deion. He said the next year is the season of expectations. All right, that's all right. It's all good. Go Coach Deion. Listen, anybody here play the lottery? Anybody play the lottery here? Yeah. All right. I mean, I recall a couple times this year, the winnings for the Mega Millions was over $1 billion. Yes, I said $1 billion. But you still had some people saying, I'm not giving them my dollar. No, ma'am, they won't get my dollar today. I mean, $1, $1 billion. I mean, listen, I understand, but find some numbers for me and I will wait in line if it's $1 billion. I don't know about you. I'm just saying, okay? Anybody know somebody like this when you go to pay for your items at Walmart in the checkout? You see the 3 numbers on the back of your card, and you say, oh, I got to play those numbers? Yes. Okay, I think you might have a little addiction there. I'm just saying if it's $1 billion, I'm playing. But they say, you got to play to win. Is that right? That's right. Yes, you do. All right, listen, how about parenting in 2023? Yeah, parenting in 2023. Unfortunately, parenting just isn't the way it was when I grew up. Or should I say, children just get away with bad behavior? I mean, that's a bit more straight to the point. Did anyone see the actor T.I. and Tiny Son on social media recently? I'm telling you, times have really changed. Parenting plus support of good parenting is a thing of the past. Check out this video from T.I.'s son's outburst on social media.
I know you, I know you. I know you. I know you. I know you. Ain't no mystery, man. I know you though. I know you though. I know you. What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all doing that to me? Y'all know me. You know I stand on business. You know I stand on business. Why you even letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? No, ain't no joking. Ain't no joking. What do you mean? You are embarrassing yourself.
Now, they were at an Atlanta Falcons football game where his parents probably purchased the tickets in the suite. Go figure. Right. But still, the disrespect. That's why I believe you can't play the game of best friends with your kids. Now, I totally believe in having incredible, healthy relationship with them. But this is when the lines get crossed, when you allow your kids to get too comfortable. Right. Any parents or non-parents remember back in the day when you were disrespectful to your parents and the whole entire neighborhood got on you, the whole entire church and the whole entire family checked you. Yes. I mean, by the time you were all finished letting you know what happened and what you did wrong, you never wanted to do that again. Right. But not in today's society, I'm telling you. Now you have everybody, co-signing the disrespectful child. I mean, we understand your feelings. We know you've been through a lot. We empathize with your emotion, but the truth is, co-signing it doesn't help them in the future. That's right. In fact, the bottom line is it's definitely going to hurt them. Mm-hmm. Lots of folks are allowing this behavior and refuse to check their kids on it. And truthfully, a lot of parents are actually afraid of their own kids. That's right. That's right. I know I'm going on a tangent about this one, but I'm going to stay right here. Is that all right? That's right. Because in the long run, you're not helping them. All I can say is thank God every time my neighbor, Miss Lee, told on me. Thank God every time my teacher, like Miss Green, called home to my mom when I was acting up. And thank God back then my family checked us real quick when we were disrespectful. Yes. Now let me be clear. I am all for children having a voice of their own, but it must be a respectful voice. That's right. And I'm going to leave you with this message my mother told me, and she showed me a long time ago. She said, Tony, stand by yourself if you have to, but stand for what is right. That's right. And she also said, Tony, you are no better, but you know better. And to God be the glory for that. Thank you, Mom, for all of that. And listen, I mean, I'm just about done, but does anybody have a phone number for Shaq? Shaquille O'Neal? Anybody have a phone number for Tyler Perry? No. Anybody have a phone number for Walmart corporate office? or even a local store. I mean, I'm trying to get a sponsor for the show. I mean, come on, nobody has a number for Magic Johnson. I mean, anybody. If you want to be a sponsor for the Dream Big Show, email us below today. Please, we need your help. And we want to keep this amazing show going. So with that, let me tell you, get ready to enjoy this amazing show, The Dream Big Show. And we'll be right back after this commercial break. So I am so excited to have my special guest and my co-host here today. Listen, she is the Assistant Vice President in the Office of the President of the prestigious Ivy League, Princeton University. Please help me welcome Miss Nakia White Barr. Good to see you, Nakia. Good to see you. Have a seat. Have a seat. Have a seat, Miss Nakia.
Thank you.
Wow, let's give it up for Nakia.
Thank you.
I'm so happy that you're here on the Dream Big Show.
Thank you for having me.
I'm so excited. This is an honor and a privilege to me. Listen, Nakia used to be my boss. But listen, at the prosecutor's office, I learned so much from you and had so many amazing times. And I told you before, and let me just say it now, let me just get it out of the way. I always said, I'm so inspired by you because you grew up in Trenton, and now to be the Assistant Vice President at the Ivy League School, Princeton University, is amazing.
Thank you.
It's amazing.
Thank you.
It's amazing.
Thank you.
So you remember our days at the prosecutor's office?
Oh, I remember.
What do you remember most?
Yeah, so we had a lot of good times. We did a lot of good work, a lot of hard work, but we also had good times. We were in a small office space together.
That's right.
So spent a lot of time working very closely, but my favorite memory is when I went into labor at work. Do you remember that?
Yes. Yes, you did.
I was pregnant with my first child when we worked together. And I worked all the way through, and I'm sitting at my desk, and I'm like, I feel something, and I can still see Tony's face. I can still see him
like not today.
not trying to call my husband. He had me in the office chair trying to roll me out.
Yes.
That is hilarious. I tell that story.
That is amazing. And you know, from being around a lot of women in my family, I was like, okay, I got this. I got this until somebody comes here. I was wheeling Nakia around like it's gonna be okay. That was pretty funny and pretty amazing.
That was funny. We had a lot of good times. And you sang at my wedding.
That's right.
Yeah.
Sang at your wedding. Yes, it's just been an amazing friendship, an amazing thing to see where you were and where you are today. And you grew up right in Trenton. Tell us.
Yeah, I'm from North Trenton.
Right, North Trenton.
North Trenton. Yes, I went to Junior 1, Jefferson. My father joined the Army after I was born. My parents were teenagers, so they were my dad was fresh out of high school. My mother was only 16.
Wow.
And he joined the Army to take care of us. So I moved away a lot when I was younger, but we come back and forth. And we were always in North Trenton because my grandmother was a crossing guard down near Jefferson Elementary School. So we always had to live within walking distance of her post, so that so she could get to work easily.
Exactly. And I mean, just you went to Trenton High School.
Yep, Trenton
as well?
High. Yep, class of '97. Trenton.
Class of '97.
Class of '97. Trenton High.
And listen, so I would always ask you because I know that you were. Super intelligent and a super bright woman, and I say that because I'll say it to Nakia, how do you know this stuff that you know? And I could just remember you saying you used to read a lot when you were young.
Yeah, well, you talked a little bit about social media and kids being raised differently and everything.
Yes.
So for me, I didn't have as many of those distractions, and I was an only child too. So if I was bored, my mom was like, go get a book, go, there's those books, there's encyclopedias, we played board games. games. I would
Right.
memorize the answers to my trivia games.
Wow.
You know, I played speak and spell and label in the states. That was fun. You know,
Right.
those were games for me.
Right.
So it helped. It helped. And my mom, even though she didn't finish high school, she used to always say how smart I was, that I was going to college and I was
Yeah.
going to be this. She would, you know, that was her brag. Come here, baby.
Yeah.
Come tell him this. Come tell him that. You know,
Yeah,
she
she
liked
was
to
so
show.
proud of you.
She's so proud of me.
And she
Yeah.
always spoke life into you.
Yep.
And let you know. I will always call. I say you can manifest things with what you speak.
Yep.
Right.
Amen.
The power of words. And I mean,
Amen.
God bless her soul.
Yep.
You know, I know that she is so proud of you and where you were and where you've
Yep.
come to today. So
you.
listen, let's just jump right in. I mean, you are now a boy mom. Tell us
I
what
am.
that's like.
So most of my free time is spent on the sidelines of one field or another. That is not just a boy mom. They're both playing sports. They're 7 and 10,
Wow.
almost 11. I have
Wow.
an 11th birthday coming
What
up.
are their names?
Christian and Chase. So my
Christian and
oldest
Chase.
Christian and my youngest is Chase.
Amazing.
And it's so much fun.
That's
it's
awesome.
so much fun. I love it. I'm competitive, which I realize now with youth sports. I'm really so I'm on the sidelines. If my husband's coaching, I'm the coach. I coach the
You're the
coach.
assistant coach.
I'm like the other coach telling the coach what to do.
Yes,
It's fun.
yes, that is amazing. That is amazing. I know that, you know, seeing you as a parent and the way things are now compared to how you grew up, you know, how is it, you know, in your house making sure that your boys, you know, stay where you want them to be?
You know what? So I try to, you know, infuse a little bit of the old school how I was raised, but also use these tools in a good way to help me. So
Yeah.
like AI, for instance, I have Alexas all over the house.
Amazing.
And I set reminders that go off like 3:45, homework time. And you know, I'll FaceTime them if they're on their iPad too much. I FaceTime and I pop up, or I send them a message and, you know, remind them. I set little reminders. So I try to, I let them use, you know, the internet and use the tools. They're not on social media. They're too young for that.
Yes.
But, you know, they use their devices, but I try to make it work and try to steer them towards educational things and teach them about just making good choices and how to use the
Right.
time. You know, there's so much we can't control and that
Yes,
they're going to be
yes.
exposed to. So I try to teach them to make good choices. and
That's
to
awesome. That is
understand. Yeah.
awesome. Good choices. That is so awesome.
Yeah.
And listen, transitioning from, you know, there's a lot of people who have come out of Trenton and done some amazing things. But please share with us, like, what is it like to be a Princeton University? I mean, that's a big deal to me, you know? What is that like?
You know, it's amazing working there. It was a journey for me growing up in Trenton, and you look at Princeton, and it was like this idyllic town up the road. My mom used to work at a flower shop on Nassau Street, and I would drive her to work and look around and kind of be in awe. So
Wow.
now to be there, you know, not just working there, I live in town. My
Yes.
kids go to school in
Yes.
town and be part of the community. I'm still very much connected with, you know, Trenton community, and that's home for me. But, you know, you can't idealize, you know, all these,
True.
every place
True.
has their challenges, but,
Yes.
you know, I do feel blessed and, you know, to have made it there, privileged because of the resources that you have
Yes.
access to.
Yes.
But I also try to do as much as I can to still, like, you know, reach back, help others, connect with students. One of the,
So
you know,
good.
I worked at another institution before this. I was at Michigan State University,
Yes.
and one of the things I love most about working in higher education is connecting with students. So you still have
Awesome.
students coming in at Princeton, of course. You still get a lot of first generation, you know, college students,
Yes.
and they're coming, navigating this new world and this Ivy League institution, maybe feeling like, you know, maybe like they don't belong or trying to figure out their place.
Wow.
And I like just, you know, just being there and having that representation and saying like, I'm from Trenton,
Yes.
and I'm here, and you belong here too.
Amazing. That's so amazing. Well, listen, we're going to do some more talking with Nakia, so we'll be right back after this message. And welcome back back to the Dream Big Show. I'm here with my special guest and my co-host for the day, Miss Nakia White Barr. Let's just talk about some regular stuff, Nakia,
All
like
right.
holiday shopping. Have you done your Christmas shopping yet?
I've done quite a bit thanks to Amazon. Thanks to Amazon. Not all done. I feel like I have to do an inventory. Try to balance between like getting enough that the kids are excited and
Right.
they see a nice little bounty and Santa's come and not just overdoing it and buying things that we just don't need.
Right.
And that's
Isn't it amazing that when you get kids, Christmas comes faster now
It
because you have
does.
to buy the gifts?
It comes faster. It comes when your mommy claus, as I
Yeah,
call it.
exactly. Like it took forever when we were waiting for the gifts, but as soon as you had to buy those gifts, it was like Christmas is here today.
It's
like,
here.
no.
It's here. I'm like, when is the shipping date when I'm ordering?
Oh my God, and it's so different now. Like you said, with Amazon, you don't really have to go out shopping. You can do everything from the comfort of your own home, which is amazing.
Yep.
So you can almost wait and not have to mess with the crowds and
The
go shopping.
crowds. Well, that was one thing. Did you see that not as many people went out for Black Friday? They said this year.
Exactly.
People weren't out lined up
That's
like
right.
usual. So.
Yeah. Did you get in any lines?
Yeah, well, a couple of
Just
lines.
a couple of lines.
I got a couple of things for myself.
Listen. Speaking of that, I was in a dollar store the other day, and a woman said, "I came in here to get one thing." She had a whole basket of stuff.
whole basket.
Anybody know how that feels? You go in, or you go to buy something for somebody else, and you end up with one for
And
them
then
and
you're
three
like,
for yourself.
Yes, that was my Black Friday.
Oh my goodness! So yeah, Christmas holiday shopping is here, and it's just going out to the store really is a thing of the past. But I love internet shopping.
Yeah, me too. You can compare prices, find the deal.
It's like this
right
is too
here,
much.
have it over here for cheaper.
Exactly. Well, listen. Can we jump into? I know that you're married, and let's just talk about something I was just thinking about. And that is. Love languages.
Love languages.
Love languages. I want you to think about this. What maybe are your top love languages? I know for me, I love affection. I like for my wife to hold my hand, you know what I mean? And I like for her to just give me affirmations and telling me I'm doing a good job. How about you?
For
You
me,
have some?
my love languages are quality time, I would say,
Quality time.
and acts of service.
Acts of service.
Acts of service and quality time.
So you like gifts. You want him to be on Amazon.
No.
Oh, acts of
Quality
service.
time, acts of service, like go change that light bulb, do the dishes.
Do the
acts of
dishes.
service. Get that package,
yes,
bring
yes.
my packages inside and assemble that thing I just bought. Acts of service.
Acts of service. You're
Yeah.
do this, do that, honey,
Yeah,
do this.
you're like, yes, I love a good honey-do list. Yes.
That is so
You know
amazing.
what I've noticed, though, because you said what your love languages are.
Yeah.
What about your wife? Because I feel like couples, they always have different love languages. And then how do you reconcile that when your love languages are different?
That is so true. We talk about this all the time. I talk about it with my wife. I'm like, I wish her love languages were the same as mine because
Never
it would
are.
be so much easier. But the truth of the matter is, in marriage, we have to work hard. We have to work hard at it, particularly when we start to think about it like in those ways, like what's most important to you for you to feel like you are loved. And those are the things that challenge us when we are married. Like it just can't be what I want. It actually has to be. You have to make a concerted effort to make sure that you're giving your spouse exactly what they need and what they want. So I'm gonna tell you what. It's a challenge. It's a challenge. I'm not even going to front like it is, but I do enjoy making sure that she is happy because at the end of the day, I want her to make sure I'm happy too.
That's right.
So what about you? How do you feel about that?
I agree with you wholeheartedly. I mean, you have to learn to speak the other person's language,
Yes,
You have
yes.
to be aware of your own, but it's like you have to reciprocate, though, and be conscious that the other person might not have the same language
True.
that you have. So how do you have to speak each other's languages?
Very, very true. I agree for sure. I don't know about you, but I want y'all to work on y'all love languages out there too. Yeah, that's amazing. So there's a new movie coming out The color purple.
Oh, yeah.
Are you excited? Listen.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited
God
to
is
see
trying to tell me something. Right.
God is trying to tell
Yeah, I can't wait.
I love it. I mean, I'm so excited. There's a couple premieres going around.
Yeah.
Have you got
I
an
have my
invitation to premiere?
tickets. I have my tickets to early viewing. Yeah, with my sorority, Delta Sigma Theta.
That is so good. Yeah, I'm so excited. I mean, Color Purple is such an iconic show already.
It is.
And for them to be doing it on the big screen, I'm so excited. That's it's coming out before Christmas.
Yep.
And that is something that's on my list to do for the holidays.
Yes.
Amazing. Is there anything special that you plan to do for the holidays with your family?
Oh yeah, we go to Florida.
Amazing.
So Santa comes, and then we get on a plane and we go to Palm Beach. So I'm looking
That
forward
is so
to that.
good. Wait a minute. I think I might do that too
You
this
might
year.
do
I
that.
might head out to
We'll
Florida with my
We'll see you at the airport.
I love it. I love it. Well, listen, let's give it up for my co-host, Miss Nakia White Barr. Thank you so much, and we'll be right back with the Dream Big Show.
Thank you.
And welcome back to the Dream Big Show. I'm so excited to have our next guest. Listen, from 1911 Smokehouse Barbecue, Mr. Reggie Hallett. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Have a seat. Have a seat. Well, welcome to the Dream Big Show, man.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
We're so excited to have you.
Thanks. Thank you.
Yes, sir. So tell us about the Smokehouse.
About the Smokehouse. 8 years ago, my brother came up with this idea. I was living in Ohio, came home for a funeral, and he asked me what I would do if he bought a restaurant. It's like, I guess I'm coming home. Didn't talk about it. It was in September. When I got here, I'm like, what are we going to do? He's like, we're going to open up a barbecue restaurant. I'm like, okay, I never did barbecue except for in my backyard, but let's go for it. When do you want to open? He's like, October. I'm like, that's unheard of.
Wow.
But let's do it. We open up the week later selling wings and beer out of 11 West Front Street, Trenton. And it's been a great thing from there.
Amazing.
As of this week, 3 locations.
Wow. 3 locations. Congratulations.
So it's been great. He's the brainchild. I always say we're Pinky in the brain. He's the brain, I'm Pinky. I make everything happen.
That's so good. And Nakia, do you eat barbecue?
Oh, and I eat 1911 Smokehouse Barbecue. Yes, I do. You know, I've been at events on campus where it's been catered. We just had a Jack and Jill event there.
Yes,
So
yes.
we were there with the kids. Yeah, I love it. I've had it many times.
Amazing.
Many times. Yes. Tell us a little bit about the name. What's the significance of the name?
1911. I was wondering that too when I first started because we're 11 West Front Street.
Yeah.
But 2 black fraternities, the Kappas and Qs, were started in 1911. My brother's a Kappa, so hence the 1911, which has become a clubhouse for the Divine Nine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fantastic. That's so awesome. Listen, I just want to know I know you have barbecue, but tell us some about the menu. What's going on with that menu over there at the Smokehouse?
The menu's all over. Vegetarian vegans are a big part of the pie, and I want the whole pie. So we do a lot of vegan, vegetarian options from the start. Our collard greens, baked bean, no meat. So yeah, we're from ribs, brisket, salmon, chicken, our vegan wings, vegan sausage.
You're making me hungry,
Black
man. You're making me hungry.
And I always create special things. We have a surf and turf now, quesadillas now, so I keep creating more stuff.
Ooh.
That's amazing. What's your most popular menu item? What would you say?
between the briskets, ribs, and our Trenton fried chicken sandwich.
Oh,
Trenton Fried Chicken. That's, listen, and speaking of Trenton, you guys opened your first store in Trenton. Is that
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes,
That's
sir.
right. Let's give it up for Trenton. I love it. I love it. That's amazing. And we hear that you guys have expanded to some other locations, and you're now.
So we have our Trenton location. Our first franchise deal is Newark Airport.
Wow.
Terminal A. And as of last Tuesday, we had a soft opening while I was on vacation in Willingboro, New Jersey.
Wow.
So
Amazing.
when I leave here, I'll be going there to train their staff. So I'll be there for the next couple weeks till I get them up and running.
So good. So good.
And what brought you down to Willingboro?
They called us.
Wow, that's amazing.
That's what I'm talking about. Listen, can y'all come to our city, please?
Yeah. So
That means your food is good.
it does, especially when a township calls you and my brother, who's the brainchild, was like, you give us a liquor license, we will come. And so, yes, they gave us a liquor license, and we're still waiting for a couple more weeks away, but yes.
That's so amazing. And listen, let me tell you folks, it's nothing like good food and good customer service. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
We
Yes.
talk about that all the time. Food can be good and customer service can be bad. But when you go to the Smokehouse, to 1911 Smokehouse Barbecue, you get both,
Get both.
the best of both worlds. So that is amazing.
Thank you. Appreciate
That
that.
is
Thank you.
amazing.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. So what are your plans for future groups?
I don't know, but maybe we should call my brother and ask him.
You want to call him on the phone right now?
Let's call my
Let's
brother.
get,
Let's call my brother.
Okay, listen, you call him from, let's do it. We're going to call right now, live on the air, Mr. Maurice Hallett.
The
Oh,
brain.
no. Wait, maybe we won't be calling him. I just told him we were going to.
The brain, right?
The brain
The
behind it.
brain.
Let's see if he answers.
Hello?
Hey,
Hey, sir.
listen, let's welcome Mr. Maurice Hallett to the line. God bless you, man. Yeah, we're so excited to have you be a part from a distance. Where are you now?
Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville, Tennessee. Yeah, we just asked the question to Reggie, what are your plans for future growth for the restaurant?
Well, we're hoping to get into more airports and a couple of other cities in New Jersey.
That's so amazing. We heard the amazing story about how you summoned your brother to open a restaurant ASAP. Yeah, but listen,
He was gracious enough to move from Ohio to help me get this ball rolling.
that is amazing. We just wanted to get you on the line and let you know that we're super proud of you and what you guys are doing, not only here in New Jersey, but we're going to manifest that you guys are going to be all over with your restaurant, because we sure do love our barbecue.
God willing.
God willing. Take care, brother. Good to talk to you.
Good to talk to you.
Let's give it up for Maurice Hallett on the line. Yes.
So is this a whole family affair now? Who else is involved in the business?
So I guess it's really me and my brother, but I have a brother that does construction, so he helped with the Willingboro. But they're all there. They're all supportive. But there's 7 of us all together. They're all doing their own little thing in their own path. So, but
That's
they're
so
always
amazing.
there.
Yeah. And one other thing that I've seen that you didn't mention, the food truck.
Whoa.
Yes, how did I forget that?
Did you forget the food truck?
Yes, during COVID. So I do a lot of catering and do a lot of events. It wasn't on my mind until I did a lot of events, and we had a 5-foot grill, and I watched food trucks pull off, and I would have to unload everything and load it back up in the truck. And I was like, one day I'm going to get a food truck. And I was at Restaurant Depot in PA. I smoke cigars, by the way, and I wanted to go to my cigar place that wasn't too far, so I Googled it, and it took me down this road, and there was a food truck for sale.
Wow. I was waiting for you.
Called my brother. Took pictures. I was like, hey, I seen this food truck. I really want it. He's like, well, go back tomorrow, take a check, put me on FaceTime, and let me see it. I go back. The lady said it was sold.
Oh,
No.
my goodness.
No.
I was crushed. It was like, 2 weeks later, she calls me back. It's like, the guy didn't come up with the money. Are you still interested?
Oh.
Called my brother. It's like, hey, she's interested. He's like, go get it. So went and brought it. Wasn't in the best condition, but we made it work like we always do. And it's been a wonderful experience. We do a lot of catering with it. I want to get it out more, but it's only one of me. And I can't find all the people to do it, so I'm still working for the right person.
Understood.
It should be out every day in Trenton.
Yeah.
Especially Cowwater Park, all these places.
Well,
That's
listen, Reggie, we see you everywhere.
Yeah.
We see the Smokehouse everywhere, up and down the highway. Listen, it's a major thing when you can get a restaurant in an airport.
Yes.
I mean, come on, I'm just telling you, that's not easy to do. So I just want to say kudos to you and your family again for all that you do. Listen, if you need catering, we should get something catered.
You didn't bring samples. No samples.
I didn't. I worked on a couple of caterings this morning before I came.
We can't get some brisket.
You'll have to have me here again.
We certainly will. Certainly will.
And I will make sure to make that happen. So
Please let us know the address and let the viewers know the address to Trenton, Willingboro, and Newark. Well, it's Newark Airport, we know that, but Trenton and Willingboro if you can.
I gotta get the address.
Okay, how about Trenton?
But 11 West Front Street, Trenton, New Jersey. But Willingboro is in Willingboro Town Center.
That's right.
Right by the Chase Bank.
US 130.
Right off of 130 Willingboro Town Center, right by Chase Bank. Right now, we're limited hours. We're closed on Monday there, Tuesday to Sunday, 11 to 8. I'm hoping by the beginning of the year, we have a limited menu as well. Oh, we have a drive-through as well.
Oh, wow. A drive-through. Okay.
Fancy.
All right.
Drive-through's not working yet, but by next year, we'll have a full menu, working drive-through, and the drive-through is mostly going to be wings to go.
Wings to go. We love our wings.
We love our wings.
We love our wings. Listen, I'm so excited that you're here. You have anything else for Mr. Reggie?
No, but I'll see you. You'll see me. You
I
see me
always
down
do,
there.
so thank you, and I do appreciate it.
So listen, let's give it up for Mr. Reggie Hallett in 1911 Smokehouse Barbecue. Go visit them soon. We'll be right back after this message. Welcome back to the Dream Big Show. Please help me welcome my special guest comedian, Mr. Chris Clark.
Hey, how y'all doing? Y'all all right? Oh man, it's good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. You know, it's gonna be a good week for me. You know, me and my wife about to celebrate 15 years of marriage. Yes, thank you. And you know, I'm excited to be married too. You know, because I got tired of dating. You know, I did. I got tired of dating because my last girlfriend, she wasn't too bright. You know, like I remember one time we took a little walk in the park. You know, we're trying to be romantic and stuff. And as we walking, I see a dead bird. So I'm like, oh man, look at that dead bird. She gonna look up talking about where? I don't see it. I'm like, it's dead. What is you looking up for? But see, I love my wife, you know, and you know, everybody knows when you together with somebody for so long, you know, it's certain things about them that get on your nerves, right? Right. You know, like for me, you know, my wife, she's a texter. You know, she loves to text. Everything's a text message. She don't even like talking to me no more. She just want to text me, you know. Like the other day, we sitting on the couch right next to each other. She gonna text me, you hungry? I said, I'm right here. You know? But she even like to argue texting. Get that, argue texting. Couple months ago, you know, she texted me. She said, I told you not to give the kids no tasty cakes. When I say don't give them no tasty cakes, that's what I mean. Now, I'm a grown man, y'all. But look, I found out if you want to yell at somebody in a text message, you put it in all caps. That's right. Yeah. So I text her back in all caps. I said, I'm a grown man. if I want to give my kids tasty cakes, that's what I'm going to do. She going to text me back, you better lowercase me. You better lowercase me. I said, I'm sorry, baby, I'm sorry. But you know, ladies, wives, you know, it's hard being husbands. It is, you know. We got to be the providers, which I don't mind taking care of my wife and kids. I don't. But see, my thing is being the protector, you know? Because you know what that mean? That mean I can never tell my wife when I'm scared. You know? Like, I'm the reason my wife thinks she crazy right now. I am. Because when she hears a strange noise in the house, I act like I don't hear it, so I ain't got to go see what it is. She be like, Chris, wake up, you hear that? I be like, no, I ain't hear nothing. She like, there it go again. I'm like, well, you heard it first. You lead the way. Tell you, it's beautiful being married, beautiful being married. You know, sometimes, you know, being married, even in relationships, you know, we go through problems. You know, we have our good times, our bad times, our ups and downs. And, you know, one day I got to thinking real hard, you know. Like, what if Jesus was married? You know? Now, I ain't talking about like a good woman. I ain't talking about none of y'all out there, you know. I'm talking about like a 2023 woman from the projects. Could you imagine that? I'm gonna show y'all. This is how I think it would have went down if Jesus was married to a ghetto girl, right? You know, Jesus walking home, you know, with his 12 disciples. And, you know, they start to leave and go about their separate ways. And, you know, he continues to walk home. Then he starts to talk to God. He says, oh, Father, we had such a wonderful journey. We prayed for many days and many nights. I can't wait to go home to see my wife. And God says to him, my son, do not go home. But why, Father? I haven't seen my wife for such a very long time. I miss her. My son, please, I beg of thee, do not go home. Oh, nonsense, Father. You know, Jesus get there, he get home, his wife standing right at the door. You know how they do. So where you been at, Jesus? Jesus like, oh, I was at doing my father's. No, Jesus, you ain't got to lie. Judas told me everything. You all at parties turning water into wine. Who is she, Jesus, huh? Who you trying to impress? And who is this little girl talking about if she can touch the hem of your garment, huh? Let her touch you, and I will cut somebody up in here. Jesus. Jesus like, my God, why have you forsaken me? Tell you, boy. You know, a couple years ago, I lost my mom, you know, to breast cancer. And, you know, people, they mean well. You know, when you lose someone close to you, they say, hey, man, think of the good times. You know, think of the good times you had with your mom. You know, and for me, I don't like thinking about the good times, you know, because the good times, they have you in your feelings and you crying and, you know, snot coming everywhere and it don't look good, you know. So I think about the not so good times, you know, like when my mom used to whoop me, you know. Because I don't know about y'all, but my mom was a whoopologist. You know, she had her PhD in whooping behind. You know. Like my mom, anybody ever got the sound whooped out of them? You know, especially when you try to run from the belt and the tip of the belt catch you in the middle of your back. My mom be like, whoosh. My mom used to whoop me till I stutter cry too, boy. You know what the stutter cry is? She be like, shut up if I give you something to cry about. Then I go in my room and start lying to myself. I be like, he ain't even hurt. Be like, yes, it did. It hurt. My mom was a whoopologist, boy. You know, my mom raised us in church too, you know, and my mom used to lead praise and worship and usher at the same time, you know. So me being a little kid, you know, my mom's up there singing. I thought that was my time to act up. My mom used to whoop me and give God the praise without skipping the beat. My mom be up there singing. She'd be like, I love you. I love you. I love you, Lord, today because you care for me in such a special. That's why I praise you. I'm like, that ain't Jesus. My mom raised, she raised 3 boys on her own, and she told us when we got older, I kept you in church to keep you out of the street, which was cool. But, I had a lot of issues growing up in church, like the preachers. I grew up one of them type of preachers that you couldn't understand nothing they was saying, but they sound good. Every Sunday we got this message. And God said, long down on the night, Lord, you know, you love me. He made me around now. He let my feet on. And they be like, you better preach, Pastor. I'm like, he ain't say nothing but Then I had this issue with this one pastor, man. He tried to prophesy to me, but the issue wasn't the prophecy. The issue was, he was spitting on me. Like he called me up. He was like, come here, brother. God has put you in a position to prosper. Ooh, I sure hope so. Because when somebody spit on your lip, you don't want to move it. You just like, you spit on my lip, I can't move it. And then you got them preachers that can't read. You ever hear them? They be like, turn to 2 Thessalonians. He like, come again, Pastor? But I love growing up in church, man. My grandma, she used to love singing in church. But my grandma was one of them people who make up her own words when she sang. Like we still trying to figure out some of these words. Like, can anybody tell me what is a Winston Nebber? A Winston Nebber. My grandma started singing one of her favorite songs, Jesus Will Fix It. She said, Jesus will fix it for you, for you. He knows just what to do. A Winston Nebber. I'm like, Grandma, I don't think that's a word, Grandma. Then she tried to speak in tongues, but she said regular words, She'd be like, oh, Robitussin. Robitussin? I think that's cough syrup, Grandma. I don't think that's tongues. And I remember back in the day, my boy invited me to his church, man. They called up the soloist, and I got excited too, man. I said, yo, bro, why you ain't tell me Prince went to your church? He said, man, Chris, that ain't Prince, man. That's Brother Geronimo. But he looked just like Prince, y'all. He was light-skinned, good hair, had his blouse on with his pumps, And he sung Jesus on the main line, But he ain't sing it the regular way. Like, he broke it down R&B style. Like his band started playing, and they was like, put your hands together. Listen, Jesus is on the main line. You've got to tell him what you want. If you need him, all you got to do is call him. I just want to say Jesus is on the main line right now. That's my time, y'all. I'm Chris Clark. God bless y'all.
Wow, Chris Clark, listen, give it up for him one more time. That was so amazing, man. So amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, and where can we find you on social media?
Social media, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. I'm at Chris Clark Comedy. And on Twitter, better known as X, I'm at Comic Chris Clark. And my website is chrisclarkcomedy.com.
Amazing. One more time for Chris Clark.
Thank you.
Yes. And we'll be right back after this message.
You know, a lot of people think you need to take a risk to get a great shot. Not true. In fact, you don't even need to leave Riverview Studios. Whether it's a live switch program in Studio A or maybe a talk show in Studio B, we even have a medical office set. Or maybe you need a different perspective. Either way, we've got you covered. Riverview Studios on the waterfront. Doesn't get much better than this.
And welcome back to the Dream Big Show. Miss Nakia White Barr, thank you so much for being my co-host today.
Thank you for having me. It was so much fun.
It was so much fun. Will you come back and do it again?
I would love to. I'll do it again.
You sure?
You can put my name up if I come back?
I will.
Okay.
Yes, I will put your name up if you come back again. Listen, let's give it up one more time for Miss Nakia White Barr. Listen, stay tuned and stay locked for more episodes of the Dream Big Show. Thank you so much.